Hey there, this is Hugo, CEO of Just Digital Inc. and author of the new book, The Client Acquisition Blueprint. And in today's video, I am going to talk about who do you trust with your biggest online asset. Now, what I mean by your biggest online asset is your website, because your website is the hub for your business, for your products, for your services. It's the thing that people check out. It's an indicator of trust and quality. And you want to make sure that people do a good job on it from that perspective, but you also want to make sure that the person who's designing it just doesn't make it pretty, that it actually serves as an asset that is actually converting visitors into leads and helping you turn those leads into clients. A website should have the functionality, some of the automation built in to allow you to leverage it as a true business asset for operations, for marketing, for sales, for a lot of different things. So who should you trust with your website? I got 3 different ways you can go about it. Number 1 is you can do it yourself. You can learn the trial and errors, figure it out, make it look as awesome. If you have a lot of time, that's not a bad option. If you have a lot of time, if it's your first business, if you don't really want to spend thousands of dollars making it happen or paying somebody to do it, you can spend the time and energy to build it. Now, in another video, I talked about how you should actually build it. The link should be up here or in the description below. You can check that out, the different options for doing it yourself. The second person, or the second kind of category of people that you can trust with your website is a freelancer. And a freelancer, I mean somebody, it's one person who does the design and does the development and works side by side with you, that you contract to build your website. It's typically just one person, and you can find them in your local community college. You can go to upwork.com and find freelancers. There's a lot of people out there doing web design. So trusting a freelancer with that is great because you can build your relationship with them. They can get to know your business as they grow, and as your business grows, you guys will be able to continue working together. That's the ideal scenario. The downside of working with a freelancer is they have limited resources. Number 1 is they're probably doing the design, the development, the marketing, and everything themselves, which means they're not specialists at any one of those things. You're gonna get a great website if you hire a great freelancer, but they're probably not going to be able to help you with the content writing, so you're going to have to hire a content writer. They may not do the best design, so you need to hire a designer. If they do good designs, they may not be a good developer. So you kind of have to work through some of that with the freelancer, and they have limited resources. That's kind of the middle of the road. You will probably spend a couple $1,000s. Maybe you might be able to get a freelancer for a couple $100s if it's something quick and simple. But most likely a good quality freelancer, you'll be spending anywhere from $2,000 to maybe $5,000 to get your website up and running, from design to even the content to the development. The third category of people that you can trust with your business asset, your website, is an agency. Now, there's different kinds of agencies, so agency is kind of a general group. The reason you would probably trust an agency is because they have multiple resources. If they're a good agency, they should have a designer, a copywriter, they should have a developer. If they don't have it in-house, they've already pre-vetted some of the freelancers, and there's usually some sort of more strict arrangement that you guys have with the agency where the agency is not just going to shut down and disappear. One of the big problems with working with freelancers and contractors is that they will go MIA. They will do your website halfway through and then will disappear, or will delay the response time. And it happens over and over again. That's probably one of the biggest complaints that I hear is my web guy just disappeared, right? And it's like halfway done. I need to finish this site. So people come to us, and we're an agency. Just Digital is an agency. I'll tell you the different classes of agencies so that you can pick the right agency that makes sense for your business and for your goals. But an agency, you can hold them accountable. They usually have better processes if they're a good agency. There's 3 types of different agencies that you can work with. Number 1 is an industry-specific agency, so they're specialized in working with dentists, or they specialize in working with accountants. And those agencies will typically offer a lower price point where you can go and sign up for a website for a couple bucks a month, for maybe $100 a month, upgrade to their support for a little bit more. Eventually you're paying $1,000 to $3,000 to $5,000 depending on the services that you're doing, and a part of that is like their website. And they have a lot of great templates. Downside to that is usually they have thousands of clients or hundreds of clients, and they use the same templates and the same stuff for everybody. So Johnny Dentist is going to look the same as Mary Dentist down the street. Their websites look very similar because they're built by the same big company. upside of working with an industry-specific agency is that they will actually understand the intricacies of your business. They will understand the terminology. Second category is the medium-sized agencies. These are the agencies that typically work with small and medium-sized businesses. In the client acquisition blueprint, I give you a 10-step process for how to tackle your digital marketing. It's very simple, and that's what we try to implement at Just Digital. So there's still a core focus of helping you get more customers, grow your business, put some of the systems in place to be able to convert leads into clients. So ideally, whoever you work with will understand or have their own framework for actually getting you results so that your website's not just a pretty flyer on the web. And then the third one, which is usually the large agencies, they have hundreds of employees and they deal with like Fortune 500 companies and they do big website builds. So it was a lot to recap. The first one is do it yourself, figure out a way to do it yourself. If you're just getting started, if it's your first business, if you're on a budget, definitely the way to go. Second thing is find a good freelancer you can grow with. And then third is partner up with an agency that has the resources, that has the knowledge to be able to scale with you as your business grows. If these tips were helpful, give me a thumbs up. Go ahead and comment and subscribe what your biggest takeaway is and subscribe. And until next time, I look forward to helping you build an epic business.